Hey, what's up, everybody? Anton Kraly here, and welcome back to the e-commerce lifestyle podcast. In today's episode, I want to answer a question we get all the time, and that is dropshipping dead? And we'll get into a bunch of the common questions and different things people ask us at my company, Dropship Lifestyle. But before I do that, I just want to say that depending on where you are in the world, this whole business model we use, specifically the Dropship Lifestyle business model, in some countries, it's really like just barely being born. It's like a little newborn baby that's still figuring out how to walk and how to talk and how to do everything, because, you know, a lot of our members that we've seen tons of success with over the past couple of years are not just in the United States anymore. We have a huge group of members in Australia that are doing amazing. The same can be said for the United Kingdom and for Germany and for a lot of other countries where this whole dropshipping model using the Dropship Lifestyle system really is something that brands and suppliers are still figuring out. So it works there, but it's more of like this education process between you as the person building the business and the brands, the suppliers that are actually making these products. So not only is it not dead in most of the world, it's actually something that is just brand new. It's just being birthed, as one of our members put it, and it's something that you could definitely capitalize on, just like a ton of our members have over the past few years as dropshipping with the Dropship Lifestyle business model continues to develop in more countries than just the US, where things typically take fire first, right? Especially when it comes to buying behavior. We have a lot of money spent here. We're consumers. But with that being said, what I'm going to do now is switch into a recording that I actually made about 7 months ago. It's just as relevant today as it was then, but it answers a bunch of questions that you need to know to figure out if dropshipping is dead as we move into this new year, into 2020. So let's get into the show. All right, so I actually wrote down a list of questions before I started this video. I actually worked with our support team in Slack and got a list of the common questions attached to the question that comes in: is dropshipping dead? I heard X, Y, and Z. So the first thing that people ask about is competition, which leads to saturation. Right? Dropshipping is not new. I've been doing it myself since way back in 2008, and people have been doing it longer than me. So the misconception is, you know what, this has been around for a long, long time. Aren't there just so many people doing it now that there's no space for new stores? Short answer is no, that's not true. When you're using this model, when you're dropshipping, your goal should always be to work with new suppliers and new brands and get the newest and the best products that come out. So the products that were popular back when I first started are not still popular today. While some of them are, the majority are not. What do I mean by this? The industries that we sell in, they are still getting sales. They're still selling strong, but the top brands, the top SKUs, the top products, they are now in their, going back, what, 12 years, in their 12th iteration, some more than that, right? Products get updated, new brands come out, brands release new product lines. So a big part of this is to always be that person that's out front of your industry. And I'm not saying to only sell trending products, but if you're in the office furniture space, then make sure every year you're working with the best brands that make office furniture. Make sure you're getting all of their new SKU numbers on your website. Make sure you're promoting them, because then all that competition you're thinking about, all those people that have been doing it for so long, guess what? Some of them are lazy. Some of them don't update their sites. Some of them are comfortable making what they're making with stuff they haven't updated in the past 5 years. So as long as you're willing to do the work and stay on top of your business, which I hope you would be if you're really planning on doing this, then no, it's not too saturated. There's literally new opportunities popping up every single day when it comes to products and suppliers. And I use the word suppliers interchangeably with brands, but again, always new opportunity there. Do not worry about this being, too competitive, because it's really not. And the other thing I'll say about that is competition. You do want some. If nobody's selling what you want to sell, that's probably a red flag. So keep that in mind. Next question that we get that comes in with is dropshipping dead is, I heard Trump is having all these tariffs and we're in a trade war with China and everything is going to be more expensive. Is this worth my time starting? Couple things on that.
First, we do not dropship from China. So if I was directly in that business, would I be worried right now if I was dropshipping from China? Honestly, I probably would. I would definitely be looking a lot closer at it than I'm looking at what we do. What we do, and what I recommend you do, is work with domestic brands. So for me, that means suppliers in the States. If you're watching this from Australia, that means suppliers in Australia. If you're in the UK, that means suppliers in the UK. Now, with this whole tax and tariff thing, right? Even if products that come from China to our suppliers here in the States get more expensive, you know, it might happen, and then maybe suppliers raise our product cost, but guess what? Then the product cost to the customer goes up, and you know, everything kind of works itself out. So I'm not worried about it. You shouldn't be either, especially not if you're on the Dropship Lifestyle model that of course I teach at dropshiplifestyle.com. So again, with us, I wouldn't worry about it. If you are relying on dropshipping from China, maybe reevaluate your business anyway. Okay, next question is about, is dropshipping dead because Facebook ads are so expensive now and Google ads are so expensive now? Listen, they're really not. If you want to say that things are expensive now because 10 years ago they were dirt cheap, well, guess what? 10 years from now, people are going to say, in 2019, things were so cheap. Yes, ad costs go up. Yes, as more competition goes to different platforms, bids get higher and higher and higher. Does that mean there's not a market? Absolutely not. What it does mean is you can't just be someone who's trying to game the system, someone that doesn't want to learn anything, someone that believes they can click a few buttons in Google and get rich. Guess what? That's dead. Maybe if you were one of the first advertisers on Google, that was a real thing, but that mindset, that business has been gone a long time. Now, if you're a real business owner, you get into this because you actually want to build something of value that serves your customers and you, then guess what? Ad costs are still ridiculously underpriced. Yes, on Google, yes, on Facebook. Of course, you have to run them the right way. Again, I teach that in Dropship Lifestyle, but yeah, it's not dead because traffic costs are up. Again, just wait 10 years. People are going to say, you had so much opportunity back in 2019. I can't believe you didn't do, you know, everything and start a business and build it. Like, don't look back with regret. Do this now and look back and be like, wow, that was an amazing ride. Okay, so that covers that one. Next one is with people saying, oh, you know, is this dead? Every niche is taken. I hit on this briefly before, but you want to be involved in a niche that other people are in. If you have some idea for a product that nobody is selling, that's not a good thing. I mean, even back when I started in, you know, late 2007, early 2008, I did not want to be the first one to ever try to sell something online. That's not how this business model works. You want to find markets that has competition, you want to identify their weaknesses, your future competitors, and then you want to start competing with them. Okay, so that's a good thing if other people are selling the product types that you want to sell. Now, that kind of leads into the next thing that we get sometimes, like, why would a supplier work with me? I'm brand new and there's established websites that have been doing this for so long. That's true, but if you're actually a real player here, meaning you're trying to build a real business, again, you're not trying to, you know, game any system or get in for a quick buck. If you're trying to build something real, then the good suppliers are more than willing to work with you. They want partnerships like the ones they have with me and my students and you, if you follow a proven system. And again, if you focus on building a real business, if you're trying to, again, just say, hey, can I drop ship this, can I put up a website real fast? Then yeah, guess what? They wouldn't, the suppliers that won't work with you now, they wouldn't have wanted to work with you 10 years ago either. So yeah, the thing that maintains is if you have integrity and you're building a business for the right reason, you will be rewarded in many different ways. So even speaking of that, that leads into the next 2 points that I have written down. One of them being, hey, I heard that Google Ads, right, formerly AdWords, doesn't like dropshipping. And you know what? It's in their terms of service that they don't like dropshipping. And guess what? It's been there since, again, the past 10 years. I have never had a problem with Google Ads accounts for that. Neither have any of my students that use this system. What they don't like is the model of trying to get into arbitrage deals, like buy something on eBay and sell it on Amazon and drop ship from Amazon and sell it on Etsy and all that stuff. They don't like that because it's not a real business. Again, is that type of drop shipping dead because Google doesn't like them to advertise with them? I wouldn't say it's dead, but it's not a real business. But again, it never was, okay? It was just a little way to try to have a hack and get some easy money. But no, don't do that. And is it dead? Maybe, maybe not, but it's not what we do here. Another one, Stripe, same thing. You might see in different Facebook groups you're part of. Hey, I'm dropshipping and Stripe closed my account. They didn't close your account because you're dropshipping. We've had Stripe since 2012. So have tons of our students. The reason Stripe closes accounts is because there's too much risk. And they see that there's risk when there's a ton of refunds, a ton of chargebacks, and you know what type of stores get a ton of refunds and a ton of chargebacks? Ones that don't care about their customers, ones that take 3 weeks to ship items, ones that don't answer support tickets. So is that model dead? Yes, but that's the model of ripping people off, right? And that has been dead, again, since before there was even a little window to try to game the system. Like, that's not sustainable. So yes, that model of not taking care of your customers and hoping you get rich, guess what? That form of dropshipping is dead. Oh no, right? Doesn't matter. The model of having a real business that provides real value to your customers, though, when you ship them products, when the customers get them in 3 to 5 days, when you have customer support, then not only will you thrive on all of these platforms, on Shopify, with Stripe, with Google, with Facebook, but you'll be rewarded in terms of customers coming back to you, sending more people your way, and seeing your business grow. So another thing that comes up is, hey, I heard Amazon doesn't allow dropshipping. Is dropshipping dead? Amazon's never liked dropshipping, and it doesn't matter. Again, you don't want to be in the arbitrage model. You don't want to sell something on your site and have it shipped from Amazon. You don't want to sell something on Amazon, then find somebody on eBay to fulfill the order. That's not a good way of doing business, whether it's dropshipping or not. So just don't do it, and it doesn't matter. That's always been dead. Now, hope that answers the question. No, dropshipping is not dead if you do it the right way. If you actually care about building a business that provides real value to your customers, you will be in business. You will be rewarded in terms of profits, in terms of an asset, which is your business, in terms of people coming back to do more business with you. There's no end in sight for building legitimate businesses online with the dropship business model. Now, one more thing that's somewhat related that people do ask about, which is totally valid and fair, that I thought would make sense to add to this video is, okay, if this model's not dead, then why every time I go on YouTube do I see 20, 15-year-old kids telling me that I should join their course about how to make all this money dropshipping, right? If they're all making all this money, why are they selling courses on it? Yeah, listen, I have a problem with that too. Again, I do believe that the model of dropshipping from China with 3-week lead times with bad support, I believe that has been dead for a very long time. And I believe that a lot of these kids you see popping up telling you, hey, buy my thing, they are not doing well with their business. Surprise, surprise, right? So that's my thought on that. It's not what I would recommend doing at any point in my e-commerce career over the past 12 years. I do think there's ways to do it right, but I think most people that you see out there, when you get flooded with 1 million people saying, hey, buy my thing, I think, yeah, a lot of them don't have a thing besides that. And I think the reason is because, again, they're not trying to dropship the right way. They're trying to use a model that maybe had a small window where it worked, where they were gaming the system by basically just trying to sell as much crap as possible and not caring what customers thought about it. So never did that, never recommend doing that. If you stick with real quality products from quality brands and focus on your business, again, you're not gonna have that issue, and you're gonna see a lot less people that actually do this the right way, but hey, that's a good thing for you, right? So with that being said, again, don't look for loopholes, look for building something real, work with quality brands, care about your customers, use those ingredients, and if you do, dropshipping is far from dead. Our businesses have only been growing since I first got into this, and again, I don't see slowing down anytime soon. So as always, guys, if you got value from this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Definitely click subscribe if you haven't already, and I would love to hear your comments on this topic as well, so let me know in the comments below. Do you think dropshipping is dead? Why or why not? Let me know in the comment box, and I'll talk to you down there.
Hey everyone, Anton here again with a quick message. If you got value from that podcast and you're looking for help building your own highly profitable, semi-automated online store, be sure to go to dropshipwebinar.com. Dropship webinar.com. I have a free training there. It's about 3 hours long, and we go deep into niche selection, how to find suppliers, how to get traffic, and how to set up some automations that make it possible where you really only need to put about 15 to 30 minutes of work into your business every single day. Dropshipwebinar.com. Also, as a bonus over there, I'm giving you a free copy of my 21-day launch plan. It's basically an ebook that's 53 pages long that covers everything I talk about in the webinar, so you have a printed resource to follow along with as you're going through the free training. So be sure to go to dropshipwebinar.com, and I will see you there. Thank you.